Now we're going to get to new video from a supermarket in Florida. Now we're going to go back to my Cancel Florida initiative. Okay.
New video to show you, and it is sparking outrage as the country tries to fight the coronavirus. Take a look. Shoppers and employees of all ages inside a busy supermarket in Florida openly rejecting the rules for mask wearing. NBC's Sam Brock witnessed it firsthand. He joins us with the details. Sam, good morning. What's going on?
Why is this pussy wearing a mask? Brother, don't you know you're in Florida? It's a mask-free zone, brother. This is Naples, not China. Except the irony, of course, is that because China did have rigorous lockdown measures, they no longer need to wear masks in public. So there is that reality too. Brother, this is called a Florida handshake where I sneeze on your face. The fuck are you doing? Wearing a goddamn mask. How else are you going to sneeze on me? How else are you going to cough on me? Is your stream income under a company you made for lower taxes, or do you just buck up? What a stupid question. What a stupid fucking question, dude. Of course, it's in a company in Delaware, or sorry, in Panama, in an offshore corporation. Come on. You simpleton, you silly fool. Ha ha! Just curious Andes. Asking a motherfucker who literally does not have a credit card if he's avoiding taxes.
Savannah, the video tells a very particular story here. I would say the city of Naples in Collier County, where I am, have rules requiring masks inside of businesses. When I walked into that supermarket behind me, I was looking for a sandwich. I came out with a story. That video has been viewed already more than 1 million times.
The scene inside Oaks Farm's seed-to-table market, taken less than 24 hours ago, shows employees and customers, young and old, almost entirely without masks.
Lady, what are you doing? Oh my lord. Oh no, they're all fucking maskless, dude. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Holy fuck, dude. Holy Lord, Jesus, Lord mercy.
The sign out front outlines if you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask, you...
People be like, abortion is murder, and then they just do this shit, dude. I love this, dude. I love it. It's like, man, what are you, a pussy? No, I'm gonna build this house under the volcano. Fuck you. Oh yeah, it's gonna blow up. Oh yeah, you mean to tell me that magma will kill me? Fuck you, brother. That's libtard shit. Only socialists believe that lava will actually engulf my house in flames. What am I, a socialist? Fuck you.
You are exempt, and we cannot legally ask you about your medical condition. Though the owner, Alfie Oaks, made it clear this is about much more than that.
You don't think masks work and that the virus is not a real thing, a hoax
I know that the masks don't work, and I know that the virus has not killed 400,000 people in this country. That's total hogwash.
Don't you think the mask thing is a little gauche now? It's basically a class hatred at the end of the day. Yeah, like all of those small business tyrants who refuse to wear masks and literally engaged in protests that were astroturfed by billionaires. Those guys are all actually, it's very classist to make fun of them. They are the true working class people. Just like people who took time off from their small businesses that they own to be able to fly to fucking Washington, D.C. in the middle of a pandemic to protest a normal procedural Senate process or a Senate and just congressional process where actually, again, working poor and shitting on Donald Trump and shitting on these people who don't wear masks is actually gosh because you're you're shitting on the working class there.
In fact, the U.S. COVID death toll has now exceeded 450,000, and health experts have been adamant that wearing masks would...
Yes, don't you know, you fool. Working class is when you don't wear masks, and the less masks you wear, the more working class you are. And also saying the N-word. Like, that's the double whammy. Like, if you say the N-word and you don't wear a mask, you're the most working class. Okay? That's it. There's no other way to dictate whether someone is working class or not.
Save countless lives.
Probably the most important thing is we see mask use up over 85%, and that's been a critical part of getting these numbers down.
But inside this supermarket, lines of uncovered faces prompting mostly heavy criticism. I can't stop watching this. My jaw is literally on my desk. This should be a crime. People across the country are dying because of behavior like this. And from a woman mourning her father's death from COVID, this makes my stomach turn and my heart sink. The horse can't be led to water, even though a tsunami is heading its way. Oaks is well known for his conservative and often controversial viewpoints and rejects the data around a deadly pandemic.
Why don't we shut the world down because of heart attacks? Why don't we
Do these people not understand that like heart attacks aren't contagious? Like does he actually think that like if you're in the vicinity of someone having a heart attack, you also automatically have a heart attack or something? Like what's he? I actually don't know. Like I don't know if he hasn't like thought it through and he just heard it and he's repeating it, or if he legitimately thinks heart attacks are contagious. You know what I mean? Who knows? Nowadays, it's a fun little game where I'm like, is he stupid or is he really fucking stupid? That's the fun little game we play when we watch Republicans talk about these sorts of things on camera. Is he just very stupid, or is he like, holy fuck, how are you this stupid? It's either or.
we lock down cities because of heart attacks?
Seed-to-table market is in Collier County, which narrowly voted to implement a mask mandate. Commissioner Andy Solis proposed the measure.
It's very disappointing and very concerning. The biggest fear is that our numbers start to increase very rapidly and our hospitals get overwhelmed.
A concern shared by people watching across the country, looking at a stunning representation of COVID neglect.
And Mr. Oaks has faced backlash in this community before, not just for his positions on COVID and masks, but also for how he's characterized the social justice movement as well. Savannah?
Right. Well, I mean, look, we don't want to paint with a broad brush. That's one store. What about the community in general? What's the sentiment there?
That is an excellent question. This is unquestionably an outlier. The vast majority of supermarkets and stores you would go into, Savannah, you wouldn't see anything like that. I am also told that the businesses in Naples lobbied the city council here to implement a mask mandate because they didn't want to be the bad guys. That said, this is a very affluent retirement community, generally very older.
Wait, but someone just said they were working class. Affluent retirement community in Florida is actually working class. I'm confused. But Twitch chatter told me they were working class because they're not wearing a mask. And the less masks they wear, the more working class they are. And inversely, the more masks you wear, the more socialist and Antifa you are, of course. There's only two types of, like, Marx was wrong. There is no bourgeois and working class. There's only working class and Antifa. Okay? And the less masks you wear and the more you say the N-word, the more working class you are. The more masks you wear and the less you say the N-word, the more socialist you are. That's it. The two genders and the two classes, that's the real political spectrum.
Extremely conservative. We have seen folks out here flouting the rules. And obviously, this is a very dire situation in terms of how people are viewing what's going on in this country right now. Collier County has 28,000 cases of COVID-19. That's since the start of the pandemic. It puts it in the upper quarter of the state of Florida. Savannah?
Well, perhaps that's one reason why. Sam, thank you very much.
Someone said, oh, yeah. Someone said the more socialist you are, the more Antifa you are, the more fascist you are. Of course. That goes without saying. Everybody knows how this works. If you take a mask off someone's face, then you're the biggest patriot and the most working class.